thank you, everyone. Thank you for giving us a full house. So this is going to be our last session of the day, for smart mobility in the connected industry. And we're going to thank all our sponsors, particularly Honor, that is sponsoring smart mobility, and is going to close the session. So what we're going to talk about in this session is pretty much looking at the future and putting human first in AI. And we're going to look at how AI plays a role in the smart devices. So I want then to let you know that we have very distinguished speakers for this session. So with the next slide, I will introduce one by one to come on stage. And please, if you can sit right on the location that I introduced you from. So the first speaker is going to be Alex Katouzian, which is the Group GM of MCX of Qualcomm Technologies. Alex, please, if you can come on stage. Thank you for being here, and you can sit on the other side, on the front side. Yeah, over there. Thank you very much. Then our next panelist is the George Zhao, where he's the CEO of Honor. So I want to give it a warm welcome to George Zhao. Thank you very much for being here, and thank you. And for you, please, if you can sit in the middle. And last but not least, I wanted to introduce also who's going to moderate this session, which is John Hoffman, which is the CEO of GSMA Ltd.
Thank you.
I know him very well. Thank you very much, George. Over to you, and please go ahead. Thank you very much.
So George and Alex, thank you for joining us today. George, it's been about 6-7 months since we were last together. Our first version of this.
Yeah.
You were a grand success. You drew all these people again. Alex, welcome joining us.
Thank you, John.
And,
really appreciate it.
We have far too little time and far too much to talk about.
Yeah.
But before we start, you know, a year ago, this device,
VS.
This device was, you know, state of the art. It was the best device I think we had last year, right? You won a couple of awards with it?
Yeah, so I really appreciate that you used the Honor Magic VS. At the time, it's the best foldable phone.
Right.
And today, I will show you the new one.
Yeah, because
at the 9.9 millimeters.
Because this old technology.
No, it's still amazing.
Amazing.
But that is
it's a dumb smartphone.
Yeah, this still that Honor will continue to develop bar phone-like foldable phone. And after Magic VS, we developed the global thinnest, the foldable phone 9.9 millimeters. And of course, it's AI enabled. It's become smarter. Yeah.
It's a smartphone.
Yeah.
So we're here to talk about AI. Alex, what do you think?
I've never heard of AI before. It's everywhere, yeah. So I think every company is eager to speak about what they do for AI. And certainly, you know, our part is being done in terms of providing the technology and underlying software to enable AI functionality. And we have great partners such as Honor, and we work with George and his team very closely to try to get that technology to get translated to user experience that people will enjoy and benefit from.
So our first question.
Yeah.
What will AI bring to devices, not only today, but into the future?
Yeah, from my point of view, the AI is Honor long-term strategy. Many years ago, we consider what can really transform the phone industry. I think not only the camera, not display, it should become smart. This should be the human-centric. And today, we can say the smartphone and operating system is more thing-based. It makes the camera more clear, and all the operating system make the processor more fluently. And I think in the future, all this capability should be serve the people, should be human-centric. Which kind of technology can meet this requirement? Only AI. So when Honor launched the first Magic is 2016. We define our future strategy is AI enabled. So today, step by step, make this fantastic thing happen. The AI will reconstruct operating system, will rebuild our future smartphone, the user experience. It's really amazing. I think today we can share more the future understanding our more strategy. They can change our think smart life. Yeah.
Alex, now Qualcomm, powers everything. How is AI integrating into your business, and how are you leading from a perspective of not only where you are today, but long into the future?
Qualcomm started investing in AI research and AI products somewhere around 12 years ago. And what I wanted to point out was AI has been running in the background in phones for years now. The way you take a photograph in sunlight or low light, in darkness, the color clarity of your pictures and your videos, your security algorithms, detecting malware, detecting false networks. All of it was driven by AI, but completely in the background. You didn't even know you were using it, but it was there. And so the advancements that we've made in AI for the past few years have been concentrated on figuring out how the best user experiences can get drawn out, but without mentioning anything about AI. We say AI-enabled or AI-enabled image signal processor, or AI-enabled modem. But now AI is completely in the foreground and something that a consumer can choose and interact with and pick out devices and say, I'm going to grade this device on its AI capabilities and what it could do for me and how much it can save time. So it's become a central feature, a central function, such as CPU speed or GPU speed or performance and power. All of that has become an ability for consumers to choose now, and it's right in the forefront. And we want to make sure that that technology and that assistance and time savings and all the user experiences are drawn out as much as possible so that this technology can now be viewed by a consumer as something that they want and they want to upgrade to.
Yeah. So it's one of those overnight successes that was 14 years in the making.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Actually, one point to come up with. Around 2016, we introduced an AI engine in our devices. From then till now, we have 100x improved the performance on the device, on a smartphone.
Okay. Amazing.
Yeah.
George, this is kind of interesting. So you've heard of the publication called Nature.
Yeah.
Patents and papers are becoming less disruptive over time. That was one of their recent articles.
Yeah.
That would suggest that technology is actually slowing in terms of innovation. Do you agree with that?
In fact, in the smartphone industry, in the past few years, the media and the industry also gave this, the comment. The innovation face some bottleneck. But from my point of view, it's just give the update, the comment. And my feedback is it's just time that for the real innovation booming, AI will reconstruct the everything for smartphone, the user experience. For display, for battery life, for computing. But more important, how to build human-centric, the OS system. Your smartphone can really empower you, can support you, can understand you. You are not the slave of your devices, because now today almost everything connect to the internet. I think thousands of the devices surrounding you, they are so noisy sometimes. So when you talk with some IoT supplier, they tell me, George, do we need that so many, some like a couple or even for this photo connect to the internet, become electronics? They do not think so. But in the future, everything is connected. How to manage that? That should be the AI enabled the AI help you, enable you to manage all these kind of things. Show today the best opportunity for us use AI to reconstruct the operating system. And then, for example, when I look at this, maybe you keep focus on that, show that it's an eye tracking, eye control, eye focus something, and then you can say, come here, maybe the device can serve you. That should be the future. And how to use the UI to organize your day-to-day life. That is our philosophy and strategy. And today, we have laptop, we have the PC, a laptop, a phone, the tablet, watch, many the IoT devices. Right. But they are isolated. When you transfer a photo from the phone to the PC, you need, first connect them together. And then maybe you should be prepared to manage this transition. But in the future, there should be the AI-enabled cross-devices connection. When you just click the photos, choose that photo, the AI will analyze your potential requirement. You want to share to the internet, you want to drag to another Windows and the devices, you have many possibilities, but they will study your habit, matching and supporting habit to prepare the possible operation for you. And then just drag, and then you can support your operation. So we call this magic portal. Yeah. You can portal to anywhere. That should be AI enabled to provide amazing solution. Here we show here.
Drag to shop.
Yeah, drag to show, drag to share, and many this kind of thing. This AI is working in background.
Alex, will AI be an engine for innovation? Will it reignite innovation, or is it going to stifle us as we try to figure out where things are and where they're headed?
100% ignite innovation. And we respectfully disagree with that article. Just to give you an example, about 1 year ago at this show, we showed the first AI model, Stable Diffusion, running on a phone without any connection to any network that would take words that you would input to it and would draw a picture. And that took 20 seconds to do. And everyone was marveling at it because it had no connection to the cloud and it was running an LLM, an LVM visual model that went from words to a picture. About 9 months after, at our Snapdragon Summit, we showed the same Stable Diffusion running in half a second.
Yeah.
And we could generate image after image until you're satisfied with that picture you wanted. You have thousands of models available on the market. We've embedded together a 7 billion parameter model on the phone.
Yeah. That's like a model. It's very powerful.
And so now you have Llama models and you have Meta AI models on the glass. You have multiple different technologies emerging, use cases emerging. And at this show, we announced a product called the AI Hub, where we would take hundreds of models and we optimize them to the hardware that we have, multiple chips, and we take multiple devices from our partners and put them into a rack that's available for all third-party developers. Okay. Those models are optimized on our platform and can be tested and embedded into apps on our partners' devices and then put on any app store. So in 12 months, we went from one small model to all this. So I would say innovation exponentially increasing.
But isn't that a little scary?
It could be looked at as scary, but I look at it as innovation will bring goodness to people, will bring better user experiences to people. And all of us that are in this field adhere to your privacy and your security. And we have to make sure things are regulated so it doesn't get out of hand. However, I think that innovation will really excite people and will generate more and more devices to come to market.
Great. George, with all these new tools at your disposal, these building blocks, where are you going to take us?
From the outside, we utilize all this, the good user experience, just like also Alex mentioned, that when the processor become more and more powerful, they have the very strong AI capability from 7 billion to 10 billion even higher. And on the other hand, when we deliver the best user experience, on the other hand, we'll consider the user data is secured, fully secured, and also well protected. So we also follow some strict principle. The data belong to the users. And the smartphone device then must provide best effort to protect the user data. And then that is why that our AI strategy, we implement both on device level, and then we collaborate with cloud generated AI. So on device level AI, this is the platform level AI, and all data is proceed locally, and no any the personal and sensitive data sent to the cloud. So we are using this very strict way that to ship out both. So from our point of view, that the technology, especially for the AI, should be do good things for the end consumer. But on the other hand, we should be the restrict and well protect the user privacy and data.
So Alex, the cloud has been sort of the home of AI so far. Now we're bringing it down to the device. What's that hybrid mixture look like in the future?
Okay, so the number of queries coming from users that are AI-based, that can go to the cloud, I think they're going to increase so much that the traffic would be very hard to handle, with latencies being critical. So you want immediate answers, privacy being a critical item, and then the AI being able to learn your habits and conform to what you want and save time. So I think on-device AI is absolutely critical, but of course we won't be able to solve all the big problems on a device. So, and it has limited space, it has limited memory, limited bandwidth, and so a hybrid mode makes the best type of sense. If you can handle it on the device and it can be useful for you, do it there. Because it's private, it's immediate, it learns your habits, it can give you a greater advantage. When there's more data that you need to access, for example, if you're searching something, the data has to be real time. So you go to the cloud and you do that. And then that hybrid situation will control costs on the cloud, it'll give you privacy, it'll give you immediacy, and it'll give you personalization on the device.
And as we move into the future, will that cloud-based information sort of find its way and migrate down to your device when it's appropriate and reside there and keep updating and learning?
Yes, I think with better quantization or shrinking of these models, not losing accuracy, and working hand in hand with our partners, such as Honor and other industry partners, such as the OS vendors, we will be able to work with them to try to take that capability and data and move it more onto device, especially if memory gets larger and bandwidths get larger, and we're working on all of that with them. And then split that again, because this is like infinite growth in terms of AI capability.
Now, George, you talked about privacy, safety, security, privacy. What are the guardrails, especially as you're migrating from cloud to device to cloud, back and forth? How are you going to handle that?
I can give you the simple case and example. For example, I also serve with the media friend. So you give the guidance, hi, my phone, please go back home to pick up my son, and then go to my wife's company, pick up her, and then go to the old place for dinner. Yeah, this including a lot of private information, the home address, the wife, and old place. Yeah, this kind of thing only can be managed by your phone. It's your personal data. So your phone at that time can help you arrange all this schedule. And fill the address into the Google Map. So Google Map do not know your home address, your wife company address, and what is your old place. Yeah. And this is a on-device AI capability. They can help you arrange everything. They support you, enable you. But after that, you will say, okay, generate a video from me for today's lunch, also great evening. Okay, they can use generative AI. Of course, you can do this video, rely on the cloud computing AI capability. Also, you can do it by the on-device generative AI.
But how about security?
Yeah, so all these kind of things for the private data, it's managed your device. They cannot go to the cloud, so it's well protected. So Honor follow the principle P fast, privacy and transparency and strict security, all these kind of principle. The main philosophy is all data belong to the end consumer. You cannot manage the end consumer data without their permit.
Right.
And this is, the very strict principle on device AI. Of course, we will be also, when we interact with the computing AI, we will be also draw a circle. This circle is a private data. And outside is for the universal application for the generative AI or cloud AI. So when you transfer the information, you will help of the end consumer. What kind of data can share with cloud? Yeah.
So Alex, how do you guys look at
Security.
Security
is actually one of the big pillars of our technology innovation. Today, we have a secure processor outside of the main processor just dedicated for functions that want that security capability. We have an enclave on the memory side that is cornered off and nothing else can access it besides a secure processor. So that data that you want to store there only can get accessed by you. And then what we do is we take these functions and provide our hardware abstraction layers to our partners. And then they will take that in turn and put it into the user interface that they want to provide to their consumers to use these spaces and these special processors for security. So we have that kind of built into our devices.
If that, we add some more. And from our side, we protect and secure the customer data. We have 3 layers. First, in the chipset level.
Right.
And for example, for fingerprint and the password, it's a special, the keyword, for example, face or some important, we store in the script, the chip side. And the second one is a security operating system. We provide dual T OS system, a Qualcomm T plus Honor T to lock to support its, the security OS. And third is operating system, Android security. So the 3 layers to well protect the user data.
So you're both pretty confident that you have the right safety guardrails in place for privacy and security.
Of course, and I think from a cloud perspective, with the partners that we work with, the internet companies, the OS companies, also want to provide security and capability. They encrypt that data to make sure it actually only is accessed by the customer and the customer alone. And so it's like a cooperative relationship among all levels. So.
Now, these are all your customers.
Yes.
They have to have your trust. And it's great to be, an engineer to understand how it works, but how do you convey to the public, the consumer, that their information that they're going to entrust to you and you is safe and secure in a way that they understand?
So, the build the trust relationship, they need time. They need build from small things to everything. And you cannot, even in the tiny things, you lose the trust from the end consumer. So from outside, it's a strict follow the principle. And if no data security and privacy, no AI filter. That is a very strict, the principle and philosophy. So that when we do anything and everything, that we must get trust. This is, the trust in the AI era is the life. It's the real future. So that should be the best effort to protect that. Yeah.
Alex?
Yeah, same. We work with our partners to translate this type of technology into a language that everyone can relate to and everyone can understand. And in terms of security, if we talk about encryption, if we talk about a private space, if we talk about only accessible by the user with their own password, I think the message gets translated properly. But as soon as we start using big words and technology, all of us get lost. All of us get lost.
Now, a few years ago, on these stages, in these booths, in this conference, the metaverse was the topic.
Yeah.
Not so much today. It's replaced by AI. Let's go forward a few years. Is it the metaverse of a few years ago that's kind of in the background, or is AI really going to drive us into the future?
Yeah, from my point of view, that even come back to 15 years ago, from my side, I love, the virtual reality. I still, even today, I believe the future, they can give us, the super experience. But with the technology become mature and the commercial, application, they need time. And I almost experience all the, the VR equipment from Meta, from the Vision Pro. I see that in the past year, they have huge improvement. But to be frank, today they do not meet my standard.
Right.
But I think we should, improve. Now today we talk about AI-enabled technology. AI will reconstruct everything. But at the same time, we still need, developed display technology. It's a much clearer eye comfort. And also we need developed energy, the battery technology, because in the future we will consume a lot of, the battery. We need a much better battery capability. And of course, for the camera, they can, for example, for eye tracking, for even that far that you can clear shot, and for the fast movement. So today, AI industry, more than before, that we need to speed up hardware innovation. This is today, the industry talk a lot about smartphone face bottleneck. They mean that in the hardware part. But for the VR, for the AR, they need the hardware, the new innovation to support our expectation. So this is why, in the near future, we will see the fantastic innovation for both hardware part and the AR part. I have the confidence.
Alex, you're at the core of all that.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Just to defend metaverse and XR, not because I have a business around it, but actually I think the practicality of it. So real quick, even the XR devices will use AI heavily.
Yeah.
But just imagine immersion in such a way that you would be at the best seat in every concert, or at the best seat at every sporting event, or play a game where you're actually inside the game, or be in a social environment where you're actually in the social environment. And then imagine a pair of glasses that gives you information on top of what you already have. You could look at something and detect what it is. You could know where you are and then relay that message back to people. You could get information about what you're looking at on your glasses, but it's a complement to the devices that you already have. And now imagine being able to talk to those devices and they do things for you. Find me this. Locate this thing for me. Tell me where to go. What are the points I need to look for? And that is the practicality of AI across multiple industries. So in our business, at Qualcomm's businesses, we talked about handset immensely. We know what the practicality is on there. In PC and compute, it's going to come out to be exactly the same. The interface to that machine is going to be completely different. You're going to ask it to do things for you. You're going to ask it to recall things for you. You're going to ask it to generate content for you. Okay? In XR, heavy use of that. In a watch, heavy use of that. In a pair of earbuds integrated into those glasses, heavy use of AI. So I think across the board, it'll never be forgotten. I think the innovation will just elevate.
Continue to increase.
Yes.
George, now you're the global leader in devices. I mean, nobody's even close to you. None of those other companies. You're number one.
Yeah, I still need and make our effort. We still have the big gap with some big animal.
No, you're the biggest. You're the biggest. How are you going to stay the most innovative, the most successful device company in the world?
Besides partnering with Qualcomm?
Besides partnering with Qualcomm.
Yeah, in fact, from my point of view, so internally that we keep the human-centric, as our internal strategy and philosophy. So when we design our future strategy, we always consider the people. What is people the next step your requirement?
Right.
So come back 15 years ago, when I see that, the Hollywood movie, I love the VR technology. But 15 years, even 20 years later, this still not become the reality. So, the people, the requirement, the people's human-centric give us a lot of energy in the future direction. So keep us, the run faster to pursue the future, the people's future, imagination. So I think for the telecom, the electronic device company, in 2023 we invested 11.5% on our revenue on the R&D part. It's much higher than any other electronic device. But I think even for this, we still have a lot of things need to do. So our engineer team, the product line, they always day by day consider how to make this magic portal. Now today's just support the limited application, but our target is portal to anywhere, portal to everywhere. We need to cooperate with the industry, service provider, and the developer to join us to support our view, our future strategy. So I think when you keep this, the human-centric philosophy, we will,
Right.
full of passion for honor and our team to move forward. By the way, thanks for your that give us this, the future target. We will challenge the number one. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to ask you guys a question that I was asked a few days ago. I couldn't answer it. Look 5 years into the future and tell us what AI looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think really a companion in every place that you are.
Okay.
Meaning, if you take a look across, where do you use personal devices? You use personal devices in the home. Car is becoming your personal device now with all the electronics and a digital key, the digital cockpit and self-driving. And you use personal devices at work or outside. Across every one of these devices, AI and intelligence is the key. And so we strive to make edge devices on the edge, intelligent and connected. And so 5 years into the future, anything that is your assistant, that you're relying on to do things, and for it to actually intelligently guess for you, do some of your work for you, save you time, allow you to not worry about certain things and know it's getting done. Self-driving, intelligence in everything, every device that you interact with is where this is headed.
George?
Okay. In fact, today the AI technology develops so fast, and also make the people feel a little bit scared. And the AI should be more powerful than human beings. So from the owner point of view, we are the smartphone, the device, the vendors. We want to use our way to empower and enable the people, to make the people feel the confident. Because you have the phone, you have your own the AI, the capability, they will support you. They will give you the co-processor, another you belong to you to support in any time, any case. And then in the future, we will just cross the finger, and then the other AI machine will support you. They will understand you because they will help you to manage all these kind of things. So I think through our effort that on-device AI should be coexist and harmony work together with cloud AI. So help the every people can really enjoy the AI life. So we do not have any scare because the human can control everything. This is my expectation. Thank you.
Alex, do you think that artificial intelligence and the ability to do things that we can't even dream about yet is going to allow companies like Honor and George to transform their devices into the future?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I think especially Honor has the ability to have multiple devices connected and understand each other. And these types of applications can travel from one device to another device, coherently, and allow the human to go from one location to another location, maybe using another device to have the same kind of experience going through it. So I think it's absolutely transformative, and anything that they touch, if it has that AI capability and that intelligence, it's going to transform their consumer experiences. And the more they concentrate on that, the more of value add they're going to be.
George, how about form factors? Will it be impacted?
Yeah, I think that in today, that we have a lot of the choice for electronics, but through the collaboration, the different ecosystem, the Windows and the Android and even the LT, the ecosystem that can collaborate with each other based on the AI capability. So with the Qualcomm and Google and our partner support, I think that we can make the service migrate across the different OS system and the different devices. So from my point of view, that when we work together, we can bring the fantastic and the seamless user experience to everybody.
Now, what do you think is going to be the biggest obstacles that we have to overcome to find this future nirvana? This ability that, is it battery technology? Is it compute power? Is it weight or size or function? Especially in devices, what are the biggest obstacles that you see in the future?
I think, from my point of view, the main obstacle is boundary. Your mindset boundary, and then that is that boundary between the partner and this industry with another, the ecosystem.
Right.
So do not build a wall garden. It should be the open for the collaboration. And then that when we work together, Qualcomm, to provide the best processor AI capability to us. When we work together, we can make the 7 billion, 10 billion, even 20 billion, the parameters large language model become, into the business application. And then when we work with Google, Microsoft, we can break, the cross OS connection and build a, seamless user experience. So for us, the boundary not in the technology and the hardware part, it's in the mindset limitation. Yeah.
Alex?
I agree with George. I think Qualcomm is a horizontal solutions provider. We want to follow open standards. We want to provide capabilities to developers. We want to make it easy for people to develop and innovate on top of our platforms. So cooperation between our partners is absolutely key. And we absolutely believe that multiple smart brains are better than one. So in some cases, fragmentation is something that's bad for our industry. But cooperation and openness is actually very good. And the center of Qualcomm's strategy and Qualcomm's culture is that innovation and technology will make products better and better, will make our partnerships stronger and stronger. And so as long as we can continue to innovate and continue to cooperate with our partners, I think we're boundless.
George, we're approaching the end of our session, so what would you like the audience to take away today?
Yeah, I think today we share a lot of the understanding about AI, the future, and the AI strategy. I think you can feel the confidence with the industry collaboration and effort. You will enjoy the fantastic AI future. We can embrace the AI, and then that we can well secure and manage the AI industry. Thank you very much.
Alex?
We're here to support our partners. We want our partners to bring our technology to life and end up at a consumer where they say, okay, this is a great product for my life. And so that's our entire goal, and we're here to support them.
So on behalf of the GSMA, I would like to thank Alex, yourself, all your support from Qualcomm over the years.
Thank you.
Visit your stand.
Yes.
Come down and see it. George,
Yeah.
2 stands this year, 2 honor stands.
Yeah,
So
sir.
2 locations.
Yeah. Thank you for the GSMA support.
Again,
By the way, Honor is right across from Qualcomm, so we're
they're like right next to each other,
Yes.
just separated by a little corridor in the center.
Yes.
So again, thank you so much for your support. I am really excited. I think we're at a major inflection point, and I think that the future is indeed brighter than it's ever been.
Yeah.
Technology is going to help us navigate into the future with your help.
Thank you for inviting us, John.
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
We have confidence. Thank you.
Thank you.